Ethereum forecast for November 2024. We're going to be diving into the technical analysis, a deep dive today, as well as look at the astrology, as that's one of the things we do on this channel. If you're new here, we do take a look at the Ethereum astrology based on the birth chart of astrology. Welcome back to the Crypto Astro channel, bringing a radical, innovative new approach to crypto analysis, combining technical analysis with astrology. But none of this content is financial or investment advice. This content is intended for entertainment and informational purposes. One really interesting thing, if you look to the right here, is these are the Ethereum ETF inflows. We have not gotten anything for months. Well, I guess we got some back in September. I guess, yeah, end of September. A little bit towards the end of October. And we got a big pump here just a couple days ago. So we are getting a boost of Ethereum inflows. I would think that's potentially bullish because the biggest inflow we got back here in August, it looks like was smart money because they were buying up the dip when Ethereum was down at 2,400. So yeah, this could be some bullish activity here. One thing that's interesting is that the Bitcoin ETFs also got massive inflows here on November 7th, the same day. But the interesting thing with the Bitcoin ETF flows is arguably they have been decent sell signals in the past. Arguably they've identified major peaks in the Bitcoin chart when arguably Bitcoin has been distributing. But yeah, so there's a little, maybe slight concern with Bitcoin, but Ethereum looks like this has been more bullish where people are buying at the lower prices. Okay. Hope I didn't confuse you there with the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, but I just thought that was interesting. So if we look at the chart here, we are getting a pump past this 50% level. If you take it from this recent peak down to this mega low that we got at $2,000 for Ethereum, 50% level is at 2,800, which is a very critical level of support and resistance. And we are sitting above that. We're also sitting above, I believe the macro 50% level. If we take it from all the way from the previous peak all the way to the low in 2022, we are now sitting above that macro 50%. So that's very good. We dipped below that in August, and we've been below that for months, but now we're coming above that. Also take a look at this yellow 21 simple moving average, and we are just shooting through that. So we definitely want to see a weekly close above that yellow simple moving average. That would be very bullish, but we're gonna have to wait a couple more days until we get that weekly close. So fingers crossed. We definitely want to close above ideally 2,800, and that would be bullish. Yeah. So we also have, we can look at even the 2 week, yeah, same thing. Look at the monthly close. So the previous month, October, we did not close very good. So we really want to get above those levels that I was just talking about, even the 2 month. Okay, this is something that I found was interesting. If you look at the 2 month close right here, this is a very interesting candle because this is basically the opposite of a gravestone doji, where this is a bullish candle where we went up to 2,700, then we fell all the way down to 2,100, and it got bought back up aggressively all the way to 2,500. Another time in history we had a candle like that, arguably this is very bullish, was back in September, October of 2022, after the market bottomed already in May, and we went up to 1,800. We sold down to 1,100, and it got bought back up aggressively before the end of the 2 month close. And then what happened? I guess it still took another few months, but we did get bullish momentum after that point overall. There was another final dump down to a little bit lower. But overall, the next few months, really the next 6 months, was much more bullish. Let's see if there's any other times in history we've gotten that. There might. Oh, also back here in 2019, that's kind of similar, where we sold off to $100. Man, imagine buying Ethereum at $100. That would be delicious. But, you know, we got a lot of bullish momentum after that. There's arguably right there. That's kind of similar. Ethereum got a lot more bullish momentum after that. This is a little bit similar. This did have many more, I guess that's 4 more months of downtrend. But this was a red candle close. We got a green candle here. It turned green. It closed in the green. So that's good. That's potentially a very bullish 2-month candle. All right, so I thought that was very, very interesting. Now, if we look at some other aspects of the chart, this is on the weekly scale. We look at the RSI. We've been in a downtrend since March, and we just potentially broke out of that downtrend. So that's looking good on the weekly scale. This is also looking bullish. Look at how, you know, we bounced off of here's a stochastic RSI, the momentum. And we got a bounce up. The blue line hit the orange line October 7th, and then we're bouncing up. So that's actually really bullish momentum potentially right there. That's looking good. If we look at the 2-week, 2 weeks is also looking good. I mean, we've already hit these lows down here, and we're just heading up. All right. Now, this is a little bit more short term. On the monthly scale, this is much more longer term. The interesting thing on the monthly scale is we have not bottomed yet. So we still have not gone down to these levels. This was back in the bear market. It's tough to say in this scenario. I mean, if we just break through, then we can continue bullish momentum. But if we get a rejection here and we head back down, that would not be good. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that at the monthly close on December 1st. Then the 2-month, this is slightly concerning where that's not looking so good. You know, it's just kind of dumping right now. And so this is more macro. This is much more zoomed out. The only thing that would get us out of this downtrend is if all of a sudden we poke like that. And it might even be a quick poke up. We could even go like this and then a quick little poke up, and that could actually be a huge run there. We saw that back for Bitcoin. Let's see if I can find, that's a little crazy there. I believe we saw it for Bitcoin back in, I thought it was 2020. Yeah, right here. I think maybe it was more on the monthly. Let me see. Yeah, right here. So this is Bitcoin on the monthly, but you know, we headed way down in 2021 bull run. Then we poked up a little bit, and that actually gave us a huge, massive move up. All right, so that is on the monthly stochastic RSI. So if we do get something like that for Ethereum, that could continue, hopefully, bullish momentum where we maybe go like that, something like that. All right, but that's on the major macro scale. On the shorter term, on the weekly, like I was saying, it's looking quite good. We're going way up there. A nice boost of momentum for the Ethereum chart right there. All right, what else do we got today? Let's also look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, it looks like we're getting, wow, actually major positive boost for the weekly stochastic RSI. Holy moly. We got something similar to that back here in May 2024 when we got the, when we're getting a nice pump for Ethereum. Let's see any other times. Man, I mean, that is just going straight up. Holy moly. That's looking really good. Another time was like April 2023. Let's go back to the bull market. I mean, arguably like October 2021, right before the market peak. So this is a bullish move. I mean, again, here, maybe back December 2020, maybe right here. Yeah, August 2021. We were getting, but man, this is almost like straight up. Look at how, I mean, if this continues, that's extremely bullish for Ethereum. So, and that's exactly what we need. And that's what I was thinking, what I was considering with the astrology as well. This is on the weekly scale. Let's see the RSI. Wow. So it's been on a super long downtrend here. This is, once again, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Let's see if we can find any. I mean, overall, it's been in this downtrend. Like that, kind of. So we need to break above that. But the good news is we're shooting up right now. I mean, look at this chart. This is rough. Ethereum has been in a massive downtrend versus Bitcoin since the bear market, September 2022. And we've just fallen off a cliff ever since June 2024, when really a lot of people were getting bullish at that point. You know, a lot of people were potentially getting excited right here, thinking we were going to bust through like this, which was definitely a possibility. I mean, if it did break through, but the Ethereum ETFs were launched, and there was a lot of massive selling with the Ethereum ETFs. So I think potentially that had a huge part in it. You know, we see all this red action here, all this selling. That was arguably a lot of selling coming out of the Ethereum grayscale. So we saw massive selling. Maybe that's what Ethereum needed to have. Maybe it needed to have this massive reset with the ETFs, clean out the swamp, clean out all the swamp creatures, and then we're getting this huge, who knows, maybe we could be getting a huge move up. But we have a lot of work to do still with Ethereum. We would need to see really an explosive move up, and this would need to continue a lot more. And Bitcoin would probably need to see some more weakness, which we have not seen yet. But we'll keep our eyes on that. And this is actually Solana versus Ethereum. Man, Solana has been outperforming Ethereum ever since the bear market 2022. And it still continues to outperform Ethereum. Even with this recent pump with Ethereum, I mean, Solana also got such a massive pump that we're not seeing any weakness here. So weakness with Solana versus Ethereum would be if we saw something like this, where it starts to fall off like that. But we still haven't seen that. I mean, look at it's staying above, mostly above this 21 SMA, simple moving average yellow line here. So Solana is still outperforming Ethereum. Those are the facts, unfortunately, for the Ethereum lovers. And if we take a deeper look back out in history, really Ethereum mainly just outperformed Solana in the bear market. So that's arguably, Ethereum was not able to really outperform Solana in the bull market yet. So we will keep our eyes on that. Very interesting. All right, we will take a look at the Ethereum astrology in a moment. But first, I would like to share this with you, a quick announcement. This is an exclusive free training, the Astrological Edge, the 3 biggest crypto mistakes to avoid and the secrets to maximize profits. This is an exclusive training with me, yours truly, the first ever training of its kind. And you will learn how to combine astrology with technical analysis to maximize profits during this bull run. All right, and also learn how I've gotten 89% accurate predictions so far in the last couple of years. You will learn fascinating correlations between the Bitcoin's price movements and planetary alignments, such as, well, also, how to use Jupiter and Saturn to identify major market dumps and peaks. How would you like to have the power to be able to identify market peaks, all right, particularly in this bull run, to identify when we are very close to that all-time high. We're hitting all-time highs right now with Bitcoin, but we're in price discovery. When is the next all-time high going to be? All right, so how to accurately predict a crypto market dump like the summer of 2024. You guys remember that dump? I was able to predict that back in May. I can show you guys proof of that. I have it on my private Crypto Astro Mastermind call. I told my private clients that I was selling some Solana in May heading into June because we were going to see a dump. I didn't have a lot of Bitcoin. I mostly had Solana. So that's what I was taking some profits there. And I was able to buy that dip. So this will give you the power for you to do the same, to identify potentially the next major market dump so we can take profits before then. All right, but this is not financial advice. Once again, got to make your own financial decision. I just share what I'm doing with my money. Okay, and now the number one most powerful formula. This is the most exciting part of this presentation, guys. I've put together an incredible formula. It's a peak profits formula, and it helps to avoid costly mistakes and take profits towards the market peak, guys. All right, so you definitely are not going to want to miss this. Read the rest of the page here. Click the button, and all you got to do is type your name and your email in. It's just so I can send you the Zoom link for the live call. And this is happening, by the way, it's happening November 14th. That is United States time, I believe 5 o'clock. I will send you all of the exact details in a follow-up email to your email inbox once you sign up. And there you go, guys. I'm looking forward to sharing with you this incredible, amazing information. Okay, and of course that link is in the description box below, so all you gotta do is click on that link. All right, so let's look at the Ethereum astrology, what you all have been waiting for. So we take a look for the next month. Look at November. We have been getting a lot of positive astrology already in October, heading into November. And this particular transit, Saturn sextile the Ethereum Pluto, is heading all the way into December. So this is why I was getting really just seeing the data here right in the astrology, that Ethereum will have a breakout at some point. And it looks like we could be potentially getting it now, but it really needs to continue this momentum. I've been feeling like Ethereum is a spring that's being coiled right now. And what happens when you coil that spring? It really tightens, it tightens, it tightens, it creates more pressure, and then you release it and it just shoots straight up. Okay, so could we be getting that mega breakout right now? That's possible. It's also possible it could take another month or 2 or 3. But so far it's looking good. All right, and we are getting a full moon coming up on the 15th. We are getting a positive transit for Ethereum. The sun trining the Ethereum Mars on November 15th, so that is looking good. I mean, we're also getting a couple more positive transits, November 9th, November 11th, with Venus trining the Ethereum Jupiter and trining the Ethereum Venus. Another positive transit here in the middle of the month. So there is potential it could continue to move up mid-November. Slight negative on the 19th, but I don't think that'll do too much. But let's see. Sun conjuncting the Ethereum Saturn. That's a little concern on the 19th. Nothing to get too scared about. The Sun squaring the Ethereum Venus on the 21st. Slight negative there. Venus conjuncting the Ethereum Pluto. That could be actually very bullish on November 23rd. And then this mega positive transit, Uranus, the planet of technology and crypto, trining the Ethereum Mars, starting, what's the date? Starting November 24th, heading into December. So that's really positive. And then we also have the Sun trining the Ethereum Sun. That's very positive on November 28th. Slight negative there with Venus squaring the Ethereum Uranus, but nothing to get too worried about. Yeah, slight negatives on the 30th. Sun squaring the Ethereum Neptune. Yeah, so that's the month of November. Say overall bullish. I mean, if we don't get, definitely getting a breakout, which we're already getting, potentially continuing to move up from here is a possibility, or perhaps it could correct down to 2,800 or 2,700 before another move up. But overall, this is looking like this spring has been coiling for a very long time. and we could be getting a breakout here. Potentially this month. If not this month, we correct down, and probably next month. All right, so that's looking very bullish for Ethereum. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? I mean, look at this mega downtrend ever since the bear market. This coil has been, I mean, this spring has been coiled and coiled and coiled. So hopefully we get a mega move out of here. And it could be a big move. It could be very explosive, because I remember back in 2021, Bitcoin broke into a new all-time high, and then Ethereum came up, and it was very explosive. And it did not come back for a long time. All right, so for those who are invested back in 2021, you know what I'm talking about, and also 2020. All right, man, I remember when Ethereum was at like $200. Ah, those were the good old days. All right, let me know what questions you guys have. Okay. Ethereum, Solana. I'm concerned Ethereum will heavily outperform Solana. I'm waiting to sell my Ethereum at 4K. That's interesting. You're concerned Ethereum will heavily underperform Solana. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a tricky one. There's a lot of debate on that, because Solana's already gotten really a 10x. If you bought at the really lows, it's already gotten a 20x. Whereas Ethereum has really, from the lows, only gotten like a 3x at the point where we're at now. I mean, it got down to, didn't it get down to 800? Only for a second. 800 times 3, simple math. Yeah, so it was, so it's gotten more than a 3x, but Solana's arguably gotten a 20x. So is there more upside with Ethereum than Solana? It's tough to say. There's a debate. There's an honest debate about that. It's tricky because, Ethereum, who knows? Maybe Ethereum could get, man, I'm going to throw out a number. Maybe Ethereum could get past 10K. That's still pretty good gains. I mean, that's not bad in my opinion. Whereas Solana, I do think Solana could do really well too. Me personally, I have a bit more Solana than Ethereum, so I'm so far betting on Solana. It's been such a great performer so far. It's tough to beat, really tough to beat. But is that Ethereum coiled up more, and it's ready to shock everybody? That's possible too. But Adrian says, plus Solana ETF is going to come in 2025. That should be interesting. I mean, but the argument against that is that when the Ethereum ETF came out, we actually got a bunch of dumping with Ethereum out of the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. And I believe Solana also there's this Grayscale Solana Trust. So is there going to be a ton of dumping action out of the Grayscale Solana Trust when they come out with Solana ETFs? And that could actually be bearish, because it was very bearish for Ethereum. So that's another very interesting conversation there. Food for thought. All right. Can Ethereum explode past its all-time high in 2025? I personally think absolutely. I am personally betting on that. All right. So not financial advice, not guaranteed, but yes, I personally believe so. 100%. Yes. I think Ethereum arguably has potentially more market effects, more network effects than Bitcoin. So I actually think Ethereum, and maybe I would say Ethereum first, could, dare I say, flip Bitcoin. And some people aren't going to want to hear that, but I think in the next few years, maybe in the next few years, that's possible. Probably more likely in the next 5 years. All right, so just going to end with that. Mic drop there. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with someone who could benefit. All right. Thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.